Hey fans, Ingo here with MMAnotes.com, here to give you my predictions for Strikeforce, Rousey versus Kaufman. Obviously Ronda Rousey is a champ for a reason. She's got amazing judo, excellent grappler, has won all of her fights via armbar, definitely something to be reckoned with, but she certainly has some questions in her MMA game. Now Sarah Kaufman, on the other hand, is a well-rounded MMA practitioner. She's a great striker, knows how to take a punch, and has been the distance numerous times, even in championship rounds, and brings it every time. A forward style that should be very exciting for this fight. I think for Rousey, cardio is a huge issue. She has never been out of the first round. Her total fight time in MMA has been 6 minutes and 45 seconds, so that's a major factor, especially given the fact that this is a championship fight and there's a really good chance this is going to go beyond the first round. That's a major question mark. Of course, Rousey's always trying to improve, and she has been working with the Diaz brothers as well as Eddie Bravo to work on some of her ground game and submission transitions, and of course her striking as well, which obviously has not been tested at this point. You saw Tate kind of bring it to her a little bit in that first fight. Rousey's striking is a major question mark at this point. You saw Miesha Tate kind of put it on her in their fight, and when someone doesn't go many minutes in the cage, it's really kind of impossible to see where their striking level is at, and you can only think that perhaps it's not that well developed given the fact that she spends a lot of time working on her grappling. Sarah Kaufman, on the other hand, is a really solid striker. She has good angles, she's very technical in her striking, tough as nails, brings a hard punch. She's got over 10 knockouts in her career, and that's definitely a major factor in this fight. Keys to victory: Kaufman needs to stay out of clinch range at all costs. Push forward, but not over aggressive, and use her striking to cut the angles and kind of frustrate Rousey in the first round. The number one goal from her camp should be to push Rousey into the second round to see where the cardio's at, because that's a major question mark at this point for Rousey, and you saw a little bit of that in the Miesha Tate fight. She started looking a little bit tired near the end of the first round, and you can only imagine getting into that second or third round is going to be tough for her, especially the fact that she's never been there before. Everyone knows what Rousey's strategy is going to be. Try to get the clinch, get the trip, get it to the ground, and finish. So that's going to be the one thing she's looking for. My major concern is that when you see grapplers who work on their striking game quite frequently, and they're in the in-between range and they feel confident, they've been working hard in the gym and they've been looking good, they try to go and implement this in a fight. It's not necessarily that successful the first time out, so that's definitely something to be aware of. It could be a major factor in the fight if Rousey comes in trying to play a striker. Could be to her detriment. What are my predictions for the fight? I think Sarah Kaufman takes Rousey into the deeper second round, frustrates her, wears her down, doesn't give her an opportunity to get this fight to the ground, and finishes her via knockout in the second round, and takes the belt at 135 pounds.